Uh, Today I shall talk on hedging in the forward market. We have already discussed hedging in the spot market. So let's try to understand hedging in the forward market. Now, before I tell you the process of doing hedging in the forward market, let me tell you one serious problem with the hedging in the spot market. Now, you see, if you want to do hedging in the spot market, one thing that you have to be very sure about is that there is a bank who will give you loan. Okay, because if there is no bank who is willing to give you loan, you can't purchase those dollar in the foreign exchange market. But in real world, there is some problem in finding a bank who will give you loan. Okay, especially for those importer or dealer who are new in the market and are not very popular. Okay, if you are a very popular importer, I mean reputed importer, then there may be bank who will be willing to give you loan. But in case there is no such bank, it becomes impossible to do hedging in the spot market. So that is also a limitation of doing hedging in the spot market. Because of that limitation, we have hedging in the forward market. Now, how hedging is done in the forward market? I told you the meaning of forward market, but now let's try to understand the process. So there are some steps. Now, step number one. This step is same as the other step that we have in spot market. That is, you have to first estimate how much money you have to pay in terms of foreign currency and what is the value of that currency in terms of domestic currency. And also you have to know in advance that on what date, exactly on what date you have to make this payment. Okay, so these are the estimates that you have to do at first. Okay, once you have done this estimate, second step, what you will do in the second step, you go directly to foreign exchange market and purchase foreign currency from Z at the forward rate. Now this Z can be any economic agent, it can be a bank, it can be an institution, it can be an individual, anybody who is willing to sell foreign currency to you. Okay, but here what you will do, you will purchase at the forward rate. So what it means, it means that whatever foreign currency you will purchase, you will not get the delivery of that foreign currency today or tomorrow. You will get this foreign currency delivered to you only after some time. So if you are doing this deal for 3 months, so you will get this foreign currency only after 3 months. Remember, you are making the agreement today at today's forward rate. Okay, but the actual delivery of foreign currency will take place after 3 months only. And similarly, the payment that you are going to make in terms of domestic currency, that payment will also take place on only after 3 months. Okay, now how much foreign currency you will purchase? Obviously you will purchase that much of foreign currency which is required to uh, fix the deal. In the example that we dealt with, the value was I think $500. So obviously you can purchase $500 at the forward rate. Okay, step number 3, on the day of payment, you go to foreign exchange market, to that institution or the banker with whom you have made the agreement, and you take the delivery of foreign currency from Z. Okay, and in return you pay him the domestic currency as per the agreement, as per the foreign rate. So now once you have done the step 3, you have foreign currency in your hand, you make the payment of that uh, foreign agent from whom you have purchased those imported goods, and this is your step 4. So in step 4 you are going to make the payment to uh, foreign agent. Okay, so these are the simple steps of doing hedging in the forward market. In fact, steps of doing hedging in the forward market is more simple than that of spot market. Now here also we have to pay some cost. I mean, there is some cost of doing hedging. And what is the cost of doing hedging? It is simply the value of the forward payment. FP means forward payment at forward rate. Okay, FR means forward rate. So what is the value of your forward payment? That is $500 at forward rate in terms of domestic currency. okay, minus the value of the forward payment at the spot rate. Okay, so this is the cost of hedging. Let us now take a numerical example, and to do this we take some simplifying assumption. Assumption number one is same as before. There is an Indian importer who has imported some goods whose value is $500. Okay, and he has to make this payment on 1st April. Today is 1st January 2020, and he has to make this payment on 1st April in dollar only. Okay. Assumption number two, on the day of import, okay, that is on 1st January, the spot rate is as before rupees 70 and the forward rate is rupees 70.5. Please don't be confused with forward rate with the spot rate that will prevail after 3 months. Okay, these two things are not same. I already told you that at any particular point of time there are two rates. One is in the spot market and one is in the forward market. So the rate that prevails in the spot market is called spot rate, and this is 70 rupees here, and the rate that prevails in the forward market is rupees 70.5. So it means that if you purchase foreign currency at the spot rate, you have to do it at rupees 70 per dollar, and in that case you will get the delivery of foreign currency immediately, and you have to make the payment also immediately. On the other hand, if you are doing the deal in the forward market, you have to pay 50 paisa more for each penny of dollar. That means per dollar will cost you 70.5 rupees. Now if you do it in the forward market at the forward rate, you no need to make the payment right at this moment. Okay, you just make the agreement, legal agreement you will make. Okay, and obviously you will also not get the foreign currency right at this moment. Clear? And assumption number three, as usual, it was also there in the last illustration, that is Mr. X successfully sells the imported product in the market within 3 months. Okay, with this assumption, let us go to the numerical example. The first step is to estimate the amount of foreign currency that is required to make the payment on a future date. Here it is $500, and that amount is required on 1st April. So our importer has estimated the amount of money that he has to make payment in foreign currency, and also the day of payment, right? The second step is to go to foreign exchange market. Now after going foreign exchange market, he will purchase those $500 at forward rate. What is the forward rate? As per assumption, it is rupees 70.5. So he will purchase those $500 at rupees 70.5, which has to be settled on 1st April, and the value of this deal in Indian currency will be rupees 35,250. I would like to remind you that at this moment, although the agreement is made, no actual currency will be exchanged. I mean, Indian importer will not pay any money to that foreign exchange or foreign currency seller. Neither that foreign currency seller will deliver him the dollar. Okay, they will just make a legal agreement, and the agreement will be executed on 1st April 2020. Clear? So once this second step is done, in the next step he will sell his commodities within these 3 months as per assumption, and after 3 months he will again come back to the foreign exchange market with enough money in his hand, and this money he has collected from selling his commodity. He hasn't collected this money by borrowing from any financial institution. So he will go to foreign exchange market and take the delivery of $500 as per agreement, and in exchange he will pay him rupees 35,250. Right? Now once this step is done, he will go to that US exporter from whom he has purchased those commodities and make the payment in US dollar, that is $500 as per agreement. So these are the 4 steps involved in doing hedging in the forward market. Clear? The steps are very simple. And you no need to go to any bank to borrow money. Now here also, like spot market, hedging in the spot market, here also there is some cost. Now what is the cost? It is very simple. The cost is value of that $500 at the forward rate minus the value of that $500 at the spot rate. Here it is rupees 35,250 at the forward rate, and the value at the spot rate is rupees 35,000. So the difference is rupees 250. So this is the cost of hedging in the forward market, right? So this is all about today. I hope you have understood everything very clearly. If you have any doubts, you raise question. And for this, you can check International Economics by Dominic Selbet. Thank you.